The zookeepers at the Metro Richmond Zoo kept a close watch as one of their beloved cheetahs was about to give birth. As expected, the cheetah delivered 2 cubs. However, what occurred next was a surprise to everyone. Cheetahs are enchanting creatures, renowned for their beauty and exceptional speed as the fastest land animals. However, the reality is that they are facing the dangers of population decline and the threat of extinction due to habitat loss and climate change. In response, various conservation efforts are underway to boost their population numbers. One such initiative resulted in a remarkable outcome. The pregnancy of a cheetah is always a cause for celebration, given the rarity of the species and its crucial role in conservation efforts. Unlike many animals, cheetahs do not mate or reproduce haphazardly. Instead, they have a distinctive mating pattern that is passed down through generations, with female cheetahs separating themselves from the group as they age. Though their selective mating habits can pose challenges in boosting their population, it is crucial to pair cheetahs with the best mate for their genetic compatibility. This is the case for the female cheetah, Milani, who lived at the Metro Richmond Zoo. She was a stunning and astute 3-year-old, and by cheetah standards, she was at the prime age to give birth. The zookeepers decided it was time to try and introduce her to a potential mate, hoping that she would soon contribute to increasing the population of cheetahs worldwide. They tried to pair her with one of the most sought-after male cheetah zoo, but it never worked out. In normal picky cheetah fashion, Milani didn't like him, and they just didn't have any chemistry. It was a very tricky situation. Although Milani was strong and healthy, she didn't seem interested in her male companion. In fact, she almost always ignored or avoided him together. For about 6 weeks, there was no progress in the mating process. Soon it was clear that nothing was ever going to happen between them. The zookeepers realized that if they were going to have a successful project, Milani needed to meet a new mate. They had to change their plan. Of course, they would never force her to meet with a cheetah she didn't like. So they were fully invested in finding her someone she had a proper connection with. That was when they brought Cheetah into the picture. Cheetah was a charming 6-year-old cheetah who had already fathered 1 cub. Milani liked the 6-year-old male cheetah immediately, and without wasting time, they made it happily. Their chemistry was through the roof. The pair liked to nap together and play with each other often. They were almost attached at the hip and didn't want to let the other out of their sight. The zookeepers were delighted to see that their precious friend had found a partner that she genuinely liked, although Cheetah already had experience being a parent. Milani was entirely new to it, so the zookeepers paid her extra attention. In July 2012, the staff noticed some interesting changes in Milani. Her feeding habits suddenly changed, and her typical behaviors were slowly shifting. Something was different about her, and they needed to find out what it was. When they carried out medical tests, it appeared that their suspicions were ranked all along. The news of the cheetah's pregnancy filled everyone involved with the conservation project with immense joy. The arrival of a new addition to the cheetah family was a positive step towards improving the fate of the species. As the months passed, the zookeepers prepared for the impending birth. They knew time was of the essence, as cheetahs have a relatively short gestation period. The average gestation period for cheetahs is approximately 92 to 98 days, spanning just over 3 months. The zookeepers set up a cozy and comfortable pen to ensure a smooth delivery for the mother cheetah. They lined the floor with soft materials to provide a comfortable landing spot for the newborn cub. Additionally, they installed a camera to monitor the delivery. Given that they couldn't be present during the actual birth, the zookeepers monitored the cheetah closely to ensure everything went smoothly. Just as with human births, it is difficult to predict with certainty the exact day of a cheetah's delivery. Although they had a rough window of time to expect the birth, they knew to be prepared for any unexpected developments at all times. On the 19th of September, Milani started exhibiting a few strange behaviors. The first thing the zookeepers noticed was how restless she became. The pregnant cheetah started pacing around impatiently. Eventually, a few minutes past 3 a.m., Milani entered the pen made for her. The zookeepers watched the miraculous moment with racing hearts and wet eyes. Their baby girl was going to be a mom soon. Milani started pacing around the pen, looking for a comfortable position to give birth in. She laid down, she crouched, she stood. Being a first-time mother, she still didn't know what she would be comfortable with, and dutifully tried everything that the biological conscience inside of her was suggesting. Around 4:23 a.m., Milani gave birth to her first cub. Once it was born, the cheetah cleaned it up and showed it some motherly affection. The cute little baby had its eyes closed, but everyone could see it was healthy and properly breathing. The staff was ecstatic, and just as they began leaving their observation room to bring in the new cub for a medical checkup, something pleasantly surprising happened. It turned out Melon wasn't just going to be a mom of one. After licking the first cup clean, the cheetah continued pacing around the pen. As soon as they saw her restless and agitated again, the zookeepers stopped in their tracks and started following her movements again through the camera. As Milani restlessly paced, she took care to step on her cub. At 5:22 a.m., she gave birth to another stunning cub and proceeded to clean it and check its breathing. She then picked up the cub with her mouth and placed it beside its sibling before settling down to rest. The zookeepers decided to give her a bit more time with her offspring and continued to observe her through the camera. They were overjoyed to announce on social media that Milani had given birth to 2 cubs, a remarkable achievement for their conservation project. 2 cubs were a fantastic outcome, and Milani, a first-time mother, had performed remarkably well. The cheetah was met with widespread praise and admiration. They had no idea what would happen in the next couple of hours. Everyone was shocked when they realized Milani was not done birthing cubs. In fact, she was far from it. Around 7:20 a.m., Milani got up and started pacing around. She carried the other 2 cubs to another side of the pen so she wouldn't sit on them or step on them. Just like she did with her firstborns, she crouched again and waited patiently. After a mere 10 minutes, Milani delivered her 3rd cub and repeated the cleaning process. The onlookers were astounded by this amazing occurrence. Although multiple cheetah births are not uncommon, the 2-hour interval between them was highly unusual. However, this remarkable feline was about to surpass all expectations. Milani's unexpected delivery continued as at 10:05 a.m. she gave birth to her 4th cub, a full 3 hours after the 3rd. The zookeepers initially worried if she was encountering difficulties, but they couldn't have been more wrong. The resilient cheetah was simply conserving her energy for another shocker. At 11:34 a.m., Milani had yet another cub. Her 5th cub was nothing short of a wonderful miracle. The average litter size for cheetahs is 3 to 4 cubs, but here she was defying the norm. After she groomed her 5th newborn, the new mama laid down to rest and allowed them to feed happily. 6 hours in labor was no easy experience, so the staff let her rest. The news of Milani's incredible delivery spread quickly throughout the zoo, eliciting excitement and joy from everyone. Upon viewing the video of Milani and her newborn cubs, the entire zoo erupted in cheers, marveling at the incredible job she had done. The veterinary team confirmed that all 4 cubs were in excellent health and noted that Milani's successful delivery had given new hope for the future of the cheetah species. Milani has now become a proud mother, and it's evident that she will excel in her new role. Can you imagine this amazing tale if there wasn't any recorded footage? How would you have felt if you were in the zookeeper's shoes? Share your thoughts in the comments section below. Thank you for joining us, and we'll see you again soon.